Here we are. Well, how are we this week? Oh, we're okay, thank you, Nina. How are you? Pretty good. We did a gig last night. We did the Leicester Square Nina Conti and Friends. Nina Conti and Friends. Well, they are so far, everybody, friends. Are you not going to let anyone in who isn't your little friend in your little clique? Sorry for all the extra noise. I'm just moving wires around. No, maybe I'll make new friends. Is that what this is all about? I feel nervous that we talked about this last week. It's so difficult to remember what you talked about last week. Yes, it is. It's very difficult to remember what I even did this morning. Nina and Monkey are chewing the fat and shooting the shit till it's dead. This morning, I think I got transferred from the small gigging bag into your office. I think that's all that happened to me. Yes, I was underneath your makeup bag, which is extraordinarily heavy, might I add. Really, yes, it was on top of me. And I moved you from there. Yeah, could you please get rid of some of the shit in your makeup bag? I don't know, I feel like I might need all of it. Can I just list some of the items? You've got a little travel bottle of moisturiser in there. Now, do you use that? Yes, I do use that. Do you use the dusting sort of powder that you put in your hair to give it volume? Do you need that? Yeah, I need that. Do you need 3 separate types of foundation? Yes, because I change colour all the time and I need to make different combinations of it. Jesus Christ, we've got to get rid of some of this shit. Do you need 6 eye pencils? No, I don't, but that's not going to make much difference to the weight. It's not. How many lipsticks do you need? I don't have many. It's not a huge makeup bag. It's fucking heavy. It's never going to get through at the airport. It's going to have to go in the hold. I like the hand luggage. Monkey always travels in the hand luggage. I have that privilege after that despicable time in Ireland when I got lost. I know, let's not segue into that old story. Ryanair, never mind. Stansted, fucking nightmare. Stansted's the worst airport. You can't get out of it. Monkey, you're turning into Victor Meldrew. Who the fuck is Victor Meldrew? It was a funny sitcom that was on back in the day. A sort of grumpy man who wrote letters to the local council. You nearly did that this week. I did, but I'm not. I don't want to become that. It's just being a good citizen. No, I'm not doing it. I am cross about something locally. It's a fucking disaster what they've done to the roads. They've made very weird roads in my area that nobody recognises the system. You've got to go, we're going in, are we leaning in? Well, just describe it quickly because we've started it now. It's like the road, if you imagine a roadside road, I'm losing the will to live, coming up to a larger road. Nina, I think this is a new low. You can, where you join the larger road, okay? There's now a sort of lifted segment of pavement first, before the bicycle lane, yeah. And that is unclear if that's pavement or not. It doesn't look the same as the pavement. It's got different paving stones, so it looks a bit different. It looks pedestrian-ish, and yet it isn't a zebra crossing. And it isn't a zebra crossing, so it's really unclear who's right of way. It's just like the road's gone, and now you're in no man's land, and then there's a bicycle lane, and then there's the road that the cars are coming on, and you don't know what you're going to do. You have to dodge everyone before you can even see if it's safe to join the road. Now, you've just exhausted everyone's patience, Nina, instead of writing the letters to the council. It's just, who do you write to? I hate things like that. I'm so bad at things like that. You'll pay any fine just to avoid writing a letter. I mean, I feel like, anyway, this is boring, isn't it? I couldn't be more ashamed or this is the most shame you've ever felt. Yeah, bringing this kind of petty crap into, life's bigger than this, God, isn't it? Think of the universe, think of the stars, think of the absolute fucking piece of luck to be here in the first place. The extraordinary luck of existence. I can't, I am ashamed to talk about gripes with the pavement, and yet here we are. We do have to look after our surroundings. No, monkey, don't go down there. Let's just stay in awe, shall we? I can't stay in a permanent state of awe, Well, we should. I think we should. If you think about the present moment enough for even a second, or there's nothing else for it. But if I get overawed, I forget what to say. I mean, it renders everything meaningless. I don't really think, why are you fiddling? You're always fiddling with something. What have you got? You picked up some contact lenses. Yes, don't fiddle with them. Sorry, I'll put them down. Stop fiddling around. This is all. Okay. So you're going to write a letter? No, I'm not going to write a letter. So what are you going to do instead? Join a retreat? No, I'm not. I might go on a retreat, actually. Did I mention that? Nina's booked in. She's doing a silent retreat. I'm pretty excited about it. Thought of being silent. Oh, can you imagine? I'd love that. Imagine if I could just stay quiet, because I only am awake when I'm talking. It's true. I'm never just on quietly, just doing my thing, looking around. Whenever you put me on, it's to make me talk. I do realise that. So I don't get any non-talking time. What if I want to just be alive, appreciate a flower, that kind of thing? I've always got to be chit-chatting. Keep the chat coming, monkey. You're on, the hands in your arse. You've got to keep the chat coming, keep it thick and fast. Don't keep quiet, don't have a moment to yourself. Just keep funny, keep the funny count high, Can you imagine the stress of being me? It's quite something else. But yeah, are you going to take me on the silent retreat? I don't think so. You might just want to put me on, look at me, start yourself going mad. How long are you not talking for? 5 days, 6 days? It's not for ages anyway. It's ages away. Is it ages away? Yeah, it's nowhere near. But yeah. And I did go to another cacao ceremony. Oh, what's that? It's just me worrying about your mental health. I mean, it was fun. I mean, there was a moment. I'm not going there. You're not going there. No, I'm not going there. No, it's useful. It was nice. It was the cacao. It's delicious cacao. So, what else? I love your screensaver, by the way. It's absolutely fucking gorgeous. Is that sequoias? That's a sequoia forest, isn't it? It's sort of misty around the base of the trees and the ferns. Oh, it's lovely. A huge sequoia. A tree that old. That truly is a majestic thing. That could provide awe. I want to go see a tree that old. A young tree's pretty nice. Planting time, isn't it? Yeah, you got to get your tomatoes in. I didn't make any vegetables last year, but I want to do it this year. What I love is when you put the seed in the soil. What are you talking? What kind of seed? Like a little tomato seed or something. And then there's a waiting period, 2 weeks. Not really. I just spray it with a little, skusher. That's not the technical term, is it? A skusher. And then when it comes, isn't that a lovely thing? And it's that time of year. It's time to scush your seeds. Seed scushing time. Yeah. What are you going to do? Tomatoes, peas. I love doing fresh peas. You can do some courgettes. They take up a lot of space. The problem is I don't have a garden. I have a roof. I have a bit of roof. And that's where I have to do it. So things have to be very hardy to the wind. It's hard to know what to grow up there. A lot of things perish. I mean, you've been very ambitious in the past. I don't know if I ever told you what happened to my corn. Oh, it was fucking horrendous. I tried to make corn. That didn't go well. There were 3 corn kernels on the corn. They looked horrible. They looked like a witch's wart. And it was worse than none. None would have been better, but 3, it was just like, ugh. And there've been some other things. Oh, the tomatoes, they were horrendous. With huge, dark, black, kind of cancerous patches. It was terrible. Anyway, but peas have always been very nice. There's this gardener's world all of a sudden. Jesus Christ. You can't just slag off every topic. I mean, yeah, I know, we were a bit boring about the road before. The question, okay, let's just lean into the thing. At what point, when do you go with the flow? I'm asking you this, monkey. I always go with the flow. I don't have any alternative. I don't have any volition. But do you just let things slide, or you fight for them? Or you got to work out where you are on that spectrum. I think you're quite far down the let things slide spectrum. I am, because I don't like getting too het up. So I have to avoid it. But where's your fight? Where would society be if it was left to you? Well, I leave that to people who are a bit better at it. You know, I'm not an activist, really. I'm a let things slide. That is not. That's not taking responsibility, Nina. I don't think. I think you've got to get a little more involved. Well, I spend a lot of time agonising that I'm not more involved. That's for sure. But agonising isn't going to help the world. Listen, I provide my bit, which is I do like funny stuff on the fringes, monkey. That's my job. You know, that's what I can do. How is it useful? Or we must never worry about that. But if people keep coming, then it must be of some use, one would hope. Okay. I can see we're having an existential crisis, so I'm going to let you off the hook on that one. I mean, it's always worry. Anyway, you've got to be a teacher. I mean, I've got to be anything, monkey. I'm a ventriloquist. Look, I made my bed, and now you've got to lie in your ventriloquist box. Yes, which I can't pronounce. And there we are. And that is the sad irony. Can you imagine, like, your gravestone? Oh, God, we've gone dark now. You should have some little sounds emanating from it. I think that would be fitting. What, like, just going, let me out, let me out. I don't know if places let you do that. Let me out. That'd be good. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Did you see what happened there? I did. We met in the middle. We did. My voice got too close to yours. I opened my mouth and yours at the same time. I think that's what happened. What do we call that? We call that integration. Integration. It's a frightening thought, isn't it? Like the fly. If I went into the fly machine, yeah, and then you got a huge arsehole. Monkey. That's what would happen. I'd come out with long hair and a tight ass, and you'd have a huge arsehole. Monkey! Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Don't put the brakes on, go with it. What else? I would have the little floppy arms. You'd have the floppy arms and the whole huge handhole. Thank you for calling it a handhole. And then you'd have Velcro on your hands. I don't think I would like that. And so what does that leave you with? Just a normal human legs. And I've got your hair. What else have you got? I've got your tits. Oh, monkey. I'll take those. No, monkey. I think of you as a male monkey. I'll have the tits if they're going spare. They're not going spare. I'm going to need them if I've got a huge hand hole. Anyway. Okay. What will happen to this double beast? I don't know. Was there a double beast? What happened to the fly? He went in, he flew in the chamber, yeah, and they closed. Well, I should probably give context. People might not know about The Fly. That's a film. There was one in black and white millions of years ago. Jeff Goldblum is the one I remember. There was one with Jeff Goldblum, and he's, I don't know, is he a scientist? He's trying to work out how to dematerialize something and make it appear elsewhere. I think that's the premise. So you should go in the chamber, you get broken down into your many component parts, every atom, and then what they kind of fizz around, and then they get sent elsewhere, and you get rebuilt from scratch. But Fly got in, and that's so. He turned into the Fly sort of slowly, as it just sort of entered his DNA. I don't think I've got any DNA in this thought experiment. No, but you have matter. I mean, yeah. I got little marble eyes. You look freaky with some marble eyes, wouldn't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, listen, I mean, starting to convince me now that this is a good idea for a horror film that we should make. But with you not being a living thing, I guess that's a little problem. Well, I think we should remake the film Magic, you know, the Anthony Hopkins, or I tell you to murder people. You know, you gotta go murder the lady upstairs. There isn't a lady upstairs. I know, I didn't want to say an actual person, so I pretended there was a lady upstairs. I've already said I have a roof where I grow vegetables, so who's this lady upstairs? She above the roof. Spoiling everything. You gotta go murder Keir Starmer. I'm not interested in murdering Keir Starmer. Murder the other one then. No, I'm not murdering anyone. Go on, go do it. No. I'm not murdering Keir Starmer. It was the only name I could think of at that time. For Keir Starmer. I got to think of a hit list for you. You got to go. Why don't you go murder? I don't know. Epstein. He's dead, monkey. He's dead. Too late. I'm trying to think of someone else you could go murder. I don't want to joke about murdering anybody. I'm not murdering anybody. I'm not. You know, if we're going to make the Magic film, and I'm telling you to murder someone. Sorry, this is also for context. This is a film in which Anthony Hopkins was in, and he unspooled and went completely mad with his puppet telling him to do things, and he acted out as a voice in the head. I heard some. Okay, sorry, I'm getting on too many levels now, and I'm actually anxious about you saying the murder Keir Starmer bit because, you know, with it. I wish you hadn't said that. You're going to cut it. No, I can't be bothered to edit things, so I'm going to have to leave it. But I'm going to disclaim it and hope that nobody, you know, takes that clip. You're not going to get cancelled for a joke like that, Nina. Calm the fuck down. It's just not a joke. I just don't have time. Do you know what I mean? It's not... you know, and I think Keir Starmer's okay. You know, he's not the worst guy, is he? He's all right. He's not great. He's not the worst guy. I don't want to murder anyone. No one, really. No one, not even the lady upstairs. Lady upstairs doesn't exist, so she can have it. She can get it. She'll get it. She's a right arsehole. Oh, monkey. Agonise. It's all I ever do. Anyway, what you reminded me of then, the voice in the head, was that I heard about auditory hallucinations, which you have some experience of. I do have some experience of that. On the rare occasions that Nina's been high, I have had like auditory hallucinations, and people talk about visual hallucinations all the time, but Nina gets them in the ears. And they're only tiny. They're like someone going, "Hey, you're all right," and I'll go, I don't think anyone's there. She'll get creepy. It is a bit creepy, but I think it's quite fitting for a ventriloquist that you get those. I also get it if I'm tired or if I'm like half asleep. It will be like someone says something and I go, wait, who? That wasn't real then. Okay, calm down, Nina. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. Anyway, what's interesting... Monkey, you take over from here. I feel like I'm talking too much. Well, what we discovered was that these auditory hallucinations, nearly nothing made it out of that word. These auditory hallucinations, yeah, if you have a brain scan, yeah, they occur in the speaking part of the head. Isn't that amazing? So that's your speaking part of your head speaking without speaking, but you hear it like a thing. The brain, all sorts of things are stored in there. I think that's kind of freaky that you're appearing to hear something that's in the speaking bit lights up when you hear a voice, but nobody's speaking. Because you're creating it, I suppose. You're creating it, yes. Anyway, quite creepy when it happens. It's not the best fun. But that's something I really, really don't... I really sympathise with anyone who actually does get voices in the head the whole time, actually talking. I don't want one. Don't think I've had it too much. You might invite one in. I don't want to. You might invite in a nasty sprite. A sprite? Yeah, some evil fairy. An evil fairy from the darkness talking in the head. She, hello, Nina. Stop it. Don't do that. If it spoke like that, that's how, if you heard a voice in your head, it would be one of those kind of ones. Hello, Nina. Don't do that, monkey. It's weird. It doesn't suit you. Hello, Nina. Don't do it. Sorry. Can't help it. I never tried using another voice before, not for very long. Haven't you tried American? I tried American. Yeah, it's not really good. It's not really me. And instantly it becomes some other cunt. Okay. Anyway, God, listeners, if any of you have voices in the head, man, all love to you. All love and coping mechanisms to you. Yeah, good luck with that shit. But no, it's your speaking part of the brain that's lighting up. It's not real. It's just your brain speaking. It's just your brain speaking. It's not God. Not God. It's no other thing. It's nothing to listen to. It's you. You're making it. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing thing. But it could be so convincing that it was someone else. I mean, especially if you were sort of a believer in other things and then a voice. Anyway, yeah, we don't need to go there. Let's not go there. I do want to go there, actually. I'm looking in the camera now for anyone. It's really good. It's nice when I get this close. It is good. It makes you seem far more separate from me. You know, what's that? I got a little green dot. I noticed that at the gig last night. What is that? Is that like a arrow? What is that? Why have I got green on me? Must have been a pen in the bag. You know, got to wash that off. I can't have that. That's no good. Green. I don't like that. You know, you got to, don't just throw me in with all the keys and all the pens. Sorry. No respect. That could be permanent, couldn't it? Please don't give me a long wash. No. I went. I felt you were about to. I've got a bit of coffee. I could dip my finger in the coffee. Not coffee. No, use something proper. I just want to see. No, you might spread it. Let's see if it'll come off with that. Stop it. Monkey, I'm sorry about that. Stop it. It's green. It's there to stay. That's like the tattoo wound you have in your hand from when you were a child. Yeah, I got one there. Show them. Can you see that little... That's quite difficult. That's from when... Yeah, that was... Just see there? Oh, it's hard. This is a backwards camera. Can you see that? It's tiny. It doesn't show up on here. But it's grey. It's from cover your mouth. Why? Because I'm going to say something very difficult. It's when a Popapoint Pencil. Yeah, he had no chance of saying Popapoint. No chance, no chance. A Popapoint pencil. Do you remember those from the 80s, 70s, 80s? You're aging yourself. That you take the pencil out the top and shove it up the back, right in, and new one came out. I haven't seen those in years. What the fuck happened to the Popapoint? Popapoint pencil. What happened to the Popapoint pencil? Who's got one? We'll have to Google those. I want one. I want one back. Anyway, my great friend, who I'm still best friends with today, she stuck it in, I think, by mistake. I mean, she didn't mean to. Well, you never know. I think we're sort of playing around and it went in. It went in my hand and I went, ah! And I shook my hand and the pencil went wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And it drew a lead tattoo in my hand. And that is what it looks like on the side of my face now. Like that. Well, yours is more green. Mine is more green. Wow, the Popapoint pencil. That is a ventriloquist nightmare. Give it a go, monkey. We've got to give it a go. Popapoint pencil. Popapoint pencil. Oh, it sounds like something else. Monkey sounds like a Popapoint pencil when you say it. Don't draw attention to it. Every time before we go on a gig, that's going to be a warm-up. Popapoint pencil. Popapoint pencil. Get a Popapoint pencil. A Popapoint cockapoo. A cockapoo. A cockapoo. A cockapoo with a Popapoint pencil. Really drawing attention to the limits of my ventriloquism. There's just some bits you just can't get your mouth. You can't get that, business you got going on at the back of your mouth. You can't get it if they're in such quick successions. Well, you can't, others can. Others can, the experts who really know what they're doing with that, they can. Not you. Popapoint pencil. Betty bought a bit of butter. Betty got a bit of butter. I don't know why I hid my mouth just then, because you can do that. Betty bought a bit of butter. Pretty good, monkey, pretty good. That'll do. Take that to the races. Yeah, take it to the races. It doesn't have to go to the races. We're not going to the races. There's another on the 19th of April. There's another Nina Conti and Friends. I booked some good acts. And, it's going to be a good one. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Ingrid Hansen, who does a fantastic little thing with a baby puppet made out of her own hand. To St. Douglas, yeah. And Dan Lees, got Dan Lees. But I have a feeling that it might be sold out. But I'm going to be doing more gigs there's going to be one in May, there's going to be one in June, all at the Leicester Square Theatre. But those ones aren't booked yet and they're not on sale. But please look out for them. And these are lovely nights. They're lovely nights. We've got a little in-house band, the Sonic Joy Orchestra. And they're cool. It's Tom Penn and Dan Lees, and they one's on the guitar, one's on the double bass. It's a pretty groovy vibe. It's a groovy vibe. So come on down to Nina Conti and Friends if you want to do that. Well, listen, everybody, we love you. We do. And we will see you next time. Okay. No, maybe I should do a songwriting thing. Maybe you should do Song Monkey. Let's get your little song. All right. Okay, get me a song. Monkey hasn't heard this music before. I don't know what's coming. I'm just going to play it. I'm going to play it on my phone. You sing along to it when you're ready. Try to round up this podcast as best you can. And here you go, Monkey. Oh, it's terrifying. What's that? Is that music or is that... Am I dying? Started. I can't sing to this. This is like I'm in the afterlife. Well, maybe it's on topic. Oh, God. I'm dying. What was that? I don't like it in this house. There's a lady upstairs that you must kill, Nina. Not to mention the crying minister, Nina. You must write a letter to the local council. about how you don't like the road markings. Nina, oh, maybe you'll hear a voice in your head, Nina. Is it you talking, Nina? Or is it a Popapoint Pencil in your brain causing you to talk and think you're listening? It's a horrible, horrible track, this. It's pretty effective. The Fly, the new Fly with Nina, Conti and Wonky. And Nina has a huge ass that a giant could put his hand in, and goggle little eyes, and I have long curly hair. Good night. Thank you for listening. Sweet dreams, sweet dreams. Don't keep a monkey in a hand bag with a pen without a lid.